Hi guys, good morning from the Philippines. This is your virtual Captain John and welcome to this stream flight in Southeast Asia. We are right now in Thailand or in the old name Siam, and we will be flying from Chiang Mai International Airport in northern Thailand, and we will be heading to Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok, Thailand. So for this stream, we will be using the Airbus A350. However, I have some problems. I met some problem with my livery for the Thai Airways. So I will be using the carbon livery of Airbus A350. But nevertheless, my call sign for this flight live on VATSIM is Thai 1081 or Tango Hotel Alpha 1081. And for you guys who like this stream, don't forget to hit that like or follow button below in order for you to get notified on our next stream. So we are live on VATSIM, and we are also live as MD in the Sky in Twitch and Sky Medic on Facebook and YouTube. Alright, so without further ado, let's go inside our Airbus A350-900 of Flight Factor. Alright, so this is our cockpit for this for the Airbus A350. So we already requested for our clearance for our departure here at Chiang Mai. So we have an active Bangkok Center controller right now, and our assigned departure runway is runway 36 with the NBAT 1 November departure, climbing 350 or 35,000 feet, going eastbound, and our squawk will be 7275. We will be transporting 170 passengers and 2 tons of cargo to Suvarnabhumi or to Bangkok. Alright, so we will now set our squawk and ready for departure. So let's set our squawk to 7275. Ready for departure. So just a short recap, we will be departing via runway 36 of Chiang Mai International Airport, ICAO code Victor Tango Charlie, and we will be heading to Victor Tango Bravo Sierra. We'll be expecting some 1 hour and 1 minute, so around 1 hour of airtime going to Suvarnabhumi to Bangkok, and we will be cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet, and our initial climb for this flight is 7,000 feet. Okay, so before we commence our pushback and our engine starts, we will have our departure briefing. Okay, we'll be using Japanese charts. This is chart 10-9 published 15th of October 2021. Chiang Mai, Thailand, Chiang Mai International Airport. Airport elevation is 1,036 at taas. Alright, and we'll be expected to depart runway 36, so that will be on the south. And we'll be expecting to push our aircraft facing south, so then we'll just wait for the taxi instructions of our Bangkok Center. And for our departure, we will be using 10-3 Foxtrot chart published 9th of March 2018 NBAT 1 November departure. Okay, so walang write up for NBAT 1 November. So mas NBAT dito. NBAT, yun, NBAT. So assume ko NBAT at about 2,000 feet with a maximum speed of 200 knots. We will be turning towards waypoint Noble at about 6,500 feet with a maximum speed of 260 knots. Pero below naman siya 600, alright. Then we're gonna turn to Charlie Mike 101 at or below 11,000 feet. Then to Adorn at or above 140, and to NBAT at or above 150. Then Airway Alpha 464. Right. That is for our departure briefing. And our QNH for this area is 1017. So let's gonna read about the weather here in Chiang Mai. Active sky XP, partly cloudy, ground temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Surface winds variable at 2 knots. Good visibility. Visibility is just 8 kilometers. No precipitation reported, and QNH is 1017. Alright, and I think we're ready to go. So let's now prepare our aircraft for startup. So strobe lights on, beacon lights on, navigation lights on, seatbelt signs on, no smoking, and exit lights, or emergency exit lights, and ADU start. Okay, this is our aircraft for this flight, the Airbus A350-900 of Flight Factor, but we will be using the carbon livery But we are live on VATSIM as Thai 1081. It's been a long time since I flew this aircraft. So, okay. And APU starts. Starting on after or on taxi.
Qatari 979 Heavy, taxi hold point Alpha, hold short runway 09 Bravo Tango 1 Papa.
Okay, that is our Bangkok center. Medyo hirap siyang kausapin kasi language barrier tayo ngayon. Right, so APU is now available. APU pin on. Let's turn on our APU generators and let's remove our external power. Okay, there we go. And external power is now removed, and I think we're ready to go. Alright, so Bangkok Center, Thai 1081 Heavy, ready for pushback and start.
Thai 1081, standby.
Standby 1081. Okay, just a short recap for flight. This is Thai 1081 live on VATSIM as Airbus A350-900.
Thai 1081, push and start approved. Base south QNH 1017.
Pushback and start approved facing south, QNH 1017, Thai 1081. Okay, so meron tayong clearance for pushback. So this is again Thai 1081 Airbus A350-900 departing Chiang Mai International Airport here in Thailand, and we'll be going to Suvarnabhumi International Airport at Bangkok. We'll be expecting sa around 1 hour of flight time for a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. Okay, let's have our before start checklist. Capture those completed gear bits and covers, remove signs on auto, others on nav, checked. Fuel quantity natin expected 55 ang fuel on board ko dito. Sandali lang. Okay. So, wait. What? Okay. Wait. So, dyan, balik ko lang muna ang fuel truck. Hindi ko pala na-implement dito. My bad. So,
Qatari 979 Heavy, surface wind calm, runway 09, clear to take off, report airborne.
Remove na natin fuel truck. Sir, you demand. Good morning. Good morning there in Malaysia. I'm right currently here at Thailand. Yes, those big streets, we all know that plane. Okay, one of the most modern aircrafts of Airbus in general. Alright, and we're ready for push and start. Where are we? Takeoff data, initial climb 7,000 feet, and by reference at 1017 down to the line. The line windows and doors are closed. Beacon is on. Thrust levels on high. The thrust parking brakes as required. Double checking. Okay, so medyo adjust muna natin ang thrust. Okay, we're ready to go. Engine mode selector to ignite. And clear on the left side and clear on the right side. Checking VATSIM map. No aircraft to this meeting. Parking brakes release and pressure 0.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Okay, now upper process speed pressure is up. Starting engine number 1. Okay guys, just a short recap for flight. This is the Airbus A350-900 flight factor with a carbon livery, but we are flying live on VATSIM as Thai 1081. and we are departing Chiang Mai International Airport here at northern Thailand, and we will be heading to Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok, expecting some just 1 hour of flight time for an altitude of 35,000 feet, and we will be transporting 170 passengers and 2 tons of cargo. And yeah, we will be departing runway 36. So currently our aircraft is being pushed back facing south, and our departure will be NPATS 1 November.
Qatari 939 Heavy, identified 3,400 feet, continue departure route, profile cleared flight level 346.
Alright, engine number 1 is now stable, starting engine number 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set, pressure's up.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Flaps 2. Spoilers arm. Let's keep on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
The engine number 2 is now stable. Engine mode selector to norm, turning off our APU, beating our APU, and after start checklist and IRS required, ECOM status check, bitstream automatic, rudder trim is set to 0, and hand signals and pins will be received on my left. Okay, after start checklist is now complete. Takeoff configuration set. I'm mali. Wrong button. Okay, takeoff configuration set. No more ground personnel. Let's now turn on our weather systems. Alright, and we're request for taxi. Bangkok Center Taiwan Trade 1 ready for taxi, runway 36.
Thai 1081 taxi, hold point hotel, hold your runway 36 via Quebec, Papa 5 Papa.
Taxi to holding point hotel runway 36 via Quebec, Papa 5 Papa, Thai 131. Okay, Papa 5, okay, Quebec, Papa 5 Papa, holding point, okay. So that is a right turn on Papa 5, then a left turn to Papa all the way to hotel. Okay. It's on. Okay. So running to off lights on. Ano to? Those lights to taxi. Navigation lights on. Alright, and we're ready to go. Parking brakes release and pressure 0. The brakes check. All brakes check. Okay.
Qatari 979, do you intend to follow Ogden 1 Alpha departure? Okay, you realize you're going the wrong way.
Alright guys, so we'll be turning right here at Papa 5, then another turn to the left.
Qatari 979 Heavy, would you like a radar vector to get you to UpNet?
Right, clear on the right.
Uniform Bravo November Echo November 1 Alpha, but you're not following it, you're going in the opposite direction. Qatari 979 Heavy, turn left heading 260.
Oh, I have a co-pilot here. Come on, dude. Right, here's the co-pilot for this flight. Meet my document.
Qatari 979 Heavy, let's update that to turn left heading 250. That should take you directly to UpNet, clear direct to UpNet.
We were currently at waypoint Papa, so yeah. This is my call. I co-pilot for this flight. It's there. Right, come on. Yeah. Check natin, map natin. We are currently at waypoint Papa all the way to holding point hotel for runway 36. Again, mag-plan natin 7,000 guys, and our SID is NPAT 1 November. Bangkok Center, Taiwan Street 1, approaching hotel for runway 36. Let's wait muna for the instructions natin.
Thai 1081, surface wind calm, runway 36, clear for takeoff, report F1.
Taiwan Street 1 cleared for takeoff, runway 36 and report airborne. Taiwan Street 1. Right, we're clear for takeoff, runway turn lights on, landing lights on, no sight to takeoff. Strobe lights on. Alright, park the base please. Pressure 0, and we're ready to go. Land F muna tayo. Here on the left side, on the arriving side, here on the departing side. Line up na tayo. Okay, parking brake set, pressure's up, and let's do our takeoff checklist. Flight controls check, light expressor vehicle confirm, flap setting configure 2B1 BRV to flight temperature 144 blue, 156 magenta, flight temperature 59. ECA memo takeoff no blue, ATC set to 7275. Down to the line, takeoff on the system for cabin crew advice. TCAS on the ARA. Engine mode selector to norm, and packs will be on for this departure, and we're ready to go. Right, parking brakes please, and pressure 0. It is powered 50%. control. Flex 39, SRS runway autopilot, thrust eject. Set 100 knots.
V1.
Okay. Set 9, you're up. Pilot will engage. Backup center times 121 now airborne passing 1,700 feet.
Thai 1081 Heavy, identified 2,100 feet, continue departure route and profile, clear flight level 350.
Continue departure as filed and contain climb 350, time at right now. First climb checked. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Alright, just departed my international airport, guys. And flap 0, speed check, flap 0. Passing flag, ground spoilers disarmed, no sights. Hindi lang pala good problema dito sa A350, hindi pa siya maganda yung engine sounds. Okay, so we are currently experiencing some turbulence, and last instruction of our backup center was to continue our flight plan as published, and we will be continuing our climb to 350 now. So wala na initial plan to 7,000, so 350. Okay, there you go. So we have an altitude restriction at the waypoints. Saan ba yan? Charlie Mike 101 at or below 11,000 line. We almost 10,000 feet na tayo. Okay, 10,000 feet na the lights off. We still have turbulence, no seatbelt signs on right now. There you go, we have an altitude restriction.
Qatar 979 Heavy, continue route spot. Qatar 979 Heavy, continue route spot. So meron tayong altitude restriction dito at Charlie Mike 101, pero iba pa lang tayo mobile. So maintain muna tayo dito at 11,000 feet. Qatar 979 Heavy, you're leading my sector, monitor Unicom 122.8 and have a good day.
not so sure kung ano yung transition altitude ng bank. But nevertheless, wait na lang natin. Pa-flash naman yung footage. So hindi ako sure kung ano yung tawag ko din yung ating SI transition altitude. So right now, we are turning to waypoint Charlie Mike 1. Ito yung my altitude decision at 11,000 feet, and after which we will be continuing our climb to 35,000 feet. So we are expecting to pass severe turbulence maybe during our initial descent to Bangkok according to our active sky weather system. And right now we are still experiencing heavy turbulence at 11,000 feet, after which we will be climbing to 350, then we will check if ever there is still turbulence. So right now, after takeoff flight track this, landing gear up, that's flight credit packs are on, by reference 1017 for reference. Okay, so check na natin sa global space shuttle na VTBS. Okay, what runway are we expecting for arrival? Check natin yung ATIS information. Okay, Bangkok, expect ILS 01 left or 01 transition altitude is 130 here. So ILS na 01. Hindi ko alam kung ibig na yung transition altitude set natin. Na-reach na pala natin. So standard set. Here we go. Passing flight level 1, 2, 3 now. The difference that we went after takeoff time. Checklist is complete. Okay, so VTBS 101 right. Got it now. Okay, we are still 185 nautical miles before our top of descent. So usually around 80 nautical miles before our top of descent, we will request our arrival clearance.
Thai 1081 Heavy, clear direct Sembo, Sierra Echo Mike, Bravo Oscar.
Direct Sembo, Thai 1 direct Sembo. So right guys, just a short recap for our flight. This is Thai 1281. We are live on VATSIM using the Airbus A350-900 of flight factor with carbon delivery. Kasi problema tayo kasi kanina sa Thai delivery natin. But nevertheless, we are flying live on VATSIM. We just departed from my international airport around 8 or 9 minutes ago. And we're just expecting some 1 hour of airtime going to Sawasdee International Airport in Bangkok, Thailand, with the high-cost pictures and Aerodrome Chart. And we have 170 passengers and 2,000 cargo aboard. And we are currently climbing to our assigned altitude of 35,000 feet. And as I have said, we'll be just expecting some 1 hour of airtime going to Bangkok. Alright, so we are just here at 20,000 feet now, guys. So time check right now here in the Philippines is already 7 minutes past the hour of 11 in the morning. So local time there in Thailand, or Philippines, 1 hour ahead of Thailand, is 7 minutes past the hour of 10 in the morning actual time. Alright, for the Zulu time, it's already 0307 Zulu, and a very nice morning to all you guys out there from the Philippines or from Southeast Asia. So you the man, good morning. How are you there in Malaysia? Okay, I think no more turbulence, so let's now turn off our seatbelt signs in order for our cabin crew to go around and for our passengers to go to the navigation. Okay, on our navigation screen, let's now increase our range. Okay, so we can see there already sample 207 nautical miles. And checking on our progress page, we are 161 nautical miles for our top of the center. Yeah. So sa flight na natin, actual time, we're expected to arrive in Bangkok 0352, or that will be 52 minutes past the hour of 10 local time. And we will be reaching our top of descent at 0328, or that will be 20 minutes from now. Alright guys, for those who will be reviewing this flight at this moment, this is Thai 1081 Airbus A350-900 flight factor, and we are still climbing to our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, and we departed Chiang Mai International Airport Victor Tango Charlie around almost 12 minutes ago, and we are just expecting some 1 hour of airtime going to Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, so we are currently transporting 170 passengers and 2 tons of cargo going to Bangkok, and we're expected to cruise at a speed of 482 knots. So right now, ground speed natin is 498. We are heading, natin 165 to waypoint Sembo, direct Sembo na tayo, and there is an active controller right now, Bangkok Center, here in Thailand. Check na natin, map natin. Okay, up to this one departure, Philippine for 1 depart si Phuket going to Bangkok sa Bangkok. However, hindi pa siya nakapag-depart, so checking arrivals in Bangkok. Tayo yung number 1 arrival. Also, there is one departure from Manila, FedEx 80809. FedEx 809 nasa almost a spec of 5 hours. Checking natin. So meron tayong in-expect na severe turbulence sa route natin papuntang Bangkok. Hopefully hindi tayo makapasaan masyad. This is our aircraft, Airbus A350-900 flight factor with the Airbus Cargo 50, but we are flying live with VATSIM last time 1088.
Philippine 4119, go ahead. Philippine 4113, cleared to Bangkok to 175, Yankee 5, flight time route, flight level 370, it gave the 1 Alpha departure, set 47274, initial flying altitude 6,000 feet, and expect runway 09 for departure.
Technically, yung tatlong arrival sa Suvarnabhumi ngayong oras o in the next 2 hours, puro Pilipino. Thai 1081 bilang ako. FedEx 8089.
Siberian 57.
He came from Manila, so Pilipino din siya.
05,
departure
continue
sa
route as
Phuket,
well.
which is Philippine
Climb,
Airlines.
maintain flight level 330. Philippine 4113, Bangkok control. Philippine 4113, read back correct, already confirmed. Siberian 5713, set squawk 7277. Siberian 5713, negative, set squawk 7277. Okay, that's squawk 7277.
Okay guys, right now we are listening to the Bangkok Center. So, yung nasa Bangkok FIR ngayon, lumilipad, dalawa lang kami. Siberian 5713 and Thai 1381 ako. FedEx 8089 coming from Bangkok, from Manila. Wala pa siya, nasa Mekong FIR pa siya. Pero soon he will be contacted by our Bangkok Center. Here's my co-pilot for this flight for this morning. Midday. It's my block hawk. Okay. So meron tayong co-pilot for this flight. Okay. So we'll be expecting to reach our top of descent. Oh no, 18 nautical. Top of descent at okay. 11:28 in the morning Philippine time. So current time is 11:15 in the morning. So that will be around 8 minutes from now. Okay, checking our cockpit. Check our cockpit. Nasa na ba tayo ngayon? My focus bridge natin. Okay, we are 100 nautical miles before our top of this.
All stations, Bangkok Control, I will be logging off and monitoring with 1122.8 and have a good day.
Thank you, sir, for your services. We'll monitor you in combat to the decimal 8. So, Bangkok Center will now be signing off after almost 5 hours of online. 5 hours and 3 hours siya. Grabe. Siya na. Idol. Okay. Na binigay sa ating yung arrival. Norca. Okay, Norca 3D. Check na natin. Okay, let's now bring up our charts for our arrival. Check na tayo. VTBS. Just sign off, so let's monitor you from 1 to 2 decimal 8. So tayo napipili ng runway natin. Pero yung estimated runway natin for sa Banubun is 01. Hindi ko lang alam kung 1 or right or left eye. Okay, current weather in Sumanabon is winds coming from 010 degrees at 3 knots. So runway 01 configuration is favorable for our arrival, either left or right. airport info. Ating dami. Arrival natin. Irs Approach. Expected ILS natin, Zulu 01. Okay, ano binabinigay ni SIM brief sa atin? Runway 01 right. 01 right tayo. ILS, Zulu 01. Okay. For our arrival, ngayon, Norta Trigal. Reading muna natin. So yung expected arrival natin will be coming from the south, runway 01, right or left. So saan tayo mag-landing? 01 left or 01 right? According to experience kasi, runway 01 right yung arrival namin. I remember sa 01 right kami landing nung pupunta kami ng Bangkok. So sige, push na natin runway 01 right para at least mas malapit tayo. Hindi naman siya ganun malapit, pero ganun na almost the same na tayo and the runway. Konti lang yung ita-taxi natin papuntang passenger terminal. Okay. So since wala na tayong controller, mag-set na tayo ng arrival natin, runway 0. Actually, pwede rin tayo mag-01 left na lang tayo. Mas maigi siguro kasi baka si FedEx mag-aabot yung FedEx. Hindi naman siguro. Right. Okay, 01 right lang na tayo. ILS 01 right, Zulu. And our arrival is Norta Trigal. There you go. Or via Rize pa ba? Saan si Rize? There you go, we're looking for Rize. Saan ba si Rize? I think ito yung yan. There you go. Check natin progress page natin. Okay, we are now 82 nautical miles before our top of descent. So, pwede na tayo magsimula ng arrival briefing natin. Okay, so top of descent natin is 80 nautical miles. Pwede tayo mag-expedite ng speed natin ngayon. Okay, let's make it Mach decimal 88s. Okay, so let's now have our arrival briefing. So this is Jeppesen Charts 20-2 Charlie, published 30th of November 2018, Bangkok, Thailand, Suvarnabhumi International Airport. We will be using the Norta 3 Delta Star. Okay, wala siyang masyadong write-up. So this is Norta. So our speed at Norta will be maximum 280 knots and our altitude must be at or below 2,000 or 22,000 feet. Then we'll turn to Irs Bravo Sierra 408, flight level 160 and above. Bravo Sierra 406, maximum 250 knots. Bravo Sierra 404, 11,000 and above. Bravo Sierra 402, maximum 220 knots. So speed dito is between 7,000 to 9,000. Tapa, Wokal, then Rize. And for our arrival, for our approach in runway 01 right, this is Jeppesen Chart 21-3, published 5th of February 2021. ILS or localizer Zulu, runway 01 right, Suvarnabhumi International Airport, and the radio frequency natin localizer is 1101. So set na natin 1101. Final approach course is 015. Checked. And mandatory altitude is Bravo Sierra 499 at 2,000. ILS minimum decision altitude natin is 205. There you go. And airport elevation together with runway elevation is 5 feet. And minimum sector altitude around the aerodrome is on the northeast at 1,600. Oh no, correction. That will be on the southeast at 3,900 feet. In case of a misapproach, climb to 1,000 feet on track to 015 degrees. Then climb. Turn direct to Renex at about 3,000 and hold as directed by our VTCC. So sa Renex tayo mag-hold if ever hindi tayo makapag-land. And if unable to reach 3,000 at Renex, continue climb with the holding pattern. Do not turn before the misapproach point for localizer only, and speed restricted to maximum 190 knots until after the turn. Okay, and for our aerodrome chart, this is 20-9 published 21 of February 2020. Airport elevation 5 feet, Suvarnabhumi International. Expecting to land at 301 right with a length of 4 kilometers, and we are planning to vacate the active via Bravo 5 to continue and taxi to the nearest available stand of our choice in concourse. Let me see. Maybe I'm just gonna choose concourse. Yung malapit talaga sa pinaka-main building ng terminal. Okay. So, yun. We are already passing area. Supposed to be meron tayong severe turbulence, pero mataas pa tayo. Nasa 35,000 feet tayo. So, we will now be checking our weather in Bangkok, Thailand, Suvarnabhumi International. QNH natin is 1015. 1015. Ground temperature is 29 degrees Celsius and winds 010 degrees at 3 knots. Okay, almost wind up. Okay, there you go. So again guys, this is the Airbus A350-900 of Tulis, and we are flying live on VATSIM as Thai 10821. Maintaining flight level 350 and a speed of Mach decimal 88, ground speed at 523 knots, and we are now en route to Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok, Thailand. Just expecting some 1 hour of airtime, and we already departed Chiang Mai International Airport around 28 minutes ago. So, judging na 1 hour tayo airtime, so almost half na tayo sa flight natin. So, you can see man sa bar natin dyan sa taas. Past halfway na tayo ng flight natin. And we are expecting to arrive runway 01 right of Suvarnabhumi International. And our SID will be ginamit ko. Norta 3 Delta. Okay. This is again your Captain John, Virtual Airline here in the Philippines. And guys, I'm not a real world pilot, so I'm just an aviation enthusiast and a member of the Philippines Alliance based in the Philippines. And welcome to this stream flight of the Airbus A350-900. And if you like this stream, guys, don't forget to hit that like or follow button below in order for you to get notified on our next stream. So we usually do stream as virtual pilot, and at the same time we also stream as a virtual ATC ground controller in Manila, Philippines. So you can catch me here on Twitch as MD in the Sky, and Facebook and YouTube as Sky Medic. Okay, so you're 50 nautical miles inbound of Sembo. Check na natin. Reduce na natin yung range ng ating navigation screen. So, around 30 nautical miles na lang yung ating top of the sun. We're still maintaining our top speed at Mach decimal 88. We have a crosswind coming from 258 degrees at 68 knots. So, medyo crabbing tayo ngayon. transpire natin, we are still number 1 arrival. Expected to arrive 0342, block fleet 035. Then FedEx 8089 coming after me or landing after me around, let's see, around 20 minutes. Then Philippine 4113 is still at departing, also going to Suvarnabhumi International Airport. Let's just read some data about Suvarnabhumi International Airport, also known unofficially as Bangkok Airport. It's one of the international airports serving Bangkok metropolitan region. The other one is the Guangzhou International Airport, which remains open as the low-cost carriers hub. Suvarnabhumi Airport covers an area of 3,214 hectares, making it one of the biggest international airports in Southeast Asia and a regional hub for aviation. The airport is also a major cargo flight hub, which is 20th busiest in 2019 around the world, and which has designated airport free zone as well as road links to the East Economic Corridor on Highway 7. This airport opened in last September 28, 2006, so this year it's already 50, or for 2022 it's already 16 years old. And it's a hub for Bangkok Airways, Thai Airways, Laisman, and Thai Vietjet Air. The Suvarnabhumi is a sunscreen for land or boats. The name was chosen by the late king, the name words Bhumi, referring to the eastern kingdom to the east of the Ganges, possibly somewhere in Southeast Asia and Thailand. Government population existence, Suvarnabhumi was somewhere on the coast of several places. So ibig sabihin pala ng airport ng Suvarnabhumi is land of gold, golden land. Alam ba si Bhumi sa past? Okay, we are now on our top of descent. Let's now descend to 2,000 feet. Traffic advisory, Taiwan 281, leaving flight level 350 on Norta 3 Delta, arrival expecting Irs Approach, runway 01 right, Suvarnabhumi, Bangkok. Wala namang traffic dito sa atin, pwede tayo mag-direct. Sige, choose tayo. Saan ba tayo pwede mag-direct? Nasa Sembo tayo ngayon. Pwede tayo mag-direct Bravo Sierra 404. Direct tayo para mas mabilis yung flight. Dito tayo sa may altitude restriction, Bravo or Bravo 402. Traffic advisory. Traffic advisory, Taiwan 281 directing waypoint, Bravo Sierra 402. expected to be on Bravo 402. Anong oras? 4:04. Okay, so current Philippine time is 30 minutes past the hour 11. We will reach Bravo Sierra 402 at 03:04. So, ayan guys, we're currently on our initial descent na to Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, Thailand. This is the Airbus A350-900. Flight factor with the Airbus A350X extra wide body aircraft cargo delivery, but we are flying live with VATSIM as Thai 1281 here at Bangkok, Bangkok FIR. However, earlier we did have Bangkok Center controller, pero nag-sign off na siya, so we are now monitoring it on 128 and checking on VATS by PR number 1 on our arrival in Bangkok Center. Right, so arrivals ngayon is tatlo na kami. Taiwan 181, which is number 2 to arrive, is FedEx 8089 coming from Manila International Airport, and another aircraft coming from Phuket, Thailand, which is Philippine 4112. So FedEx is an Boeing 777, and Philippine 4113 is an Airbus 881. Kumusta kaya ang Philippine FIR? May lumilipad 12,000. Okay, so si Tonyo departing ng Manila is going, wala pa siya tayo. Okay, so we already bypassed some of our waypoints on our expected star. So ang star natin is port at 3 Delta, but we directed our route or flight right now to Bravo Sierra 402 to expedite our arrival in Bangkok. We're expecting INS and 01 right in Suvarnabhumi airports, and we will be reaching our waypoint Bravo Sierra 402 at 11:44 in the morning here at Philippine time, and right now it's already 11:35, but local time in Thailand it's still at 10:35 in the Philippines, ahead of 1 hour to Bangkok. Alright guys, if you like this stream, don't forget to hit that like or follow button in order for you to get notified of our next stream. So you can catch me on Twitch as M in the Sky, and Edmund on Facebook and YouTube, and you will stream as virtual flights here using the Airbus A350 of Flight Factor, the Airbus A300 of Builds, and the Airbus 319, 321, and 1840 of Tunis. And I also stream ATC ground controller in Manila. So depende yan kapag marami tayong traffic, let's try mamaya after lunch, if ever we will have some traffic in Manila, we will try to have a stream ground controlling in RPIL. Okay, we are still currently on our continuing descent to Bravo 402 via the North 3 Delta arrival, bypassing some of the waypoints, and descending now to, we will have an altitude restriction at 7,000 feet. Okay, so ayan, meron na tayong turbulence. So sequence signs para tayo. Okay, pero lampas na tayo dun sa severe turbulence na forecast ni Active Sky XP. Pero meron tayo dito manual sa flight plan natin. Yan, may manual daw. Pagkanin na lang natin sa manual. So yan guys, kung makikita niyo sa ating Japanese chart, pinaipass natin itong Norta 3 Delta arrival, we are heading to Bravo Sierra 402. So at Bravo Sierra 402, we have a maximum speed requirement of only 220 knots, and our altitude must be between 7,000 to 9,000 feet. Okay, any moment we'll now start our approach checklist. Approach phase natin is ready naman. Okay, we could already see Sawasdee International Airport. That's our destination airport, guys. Saan naman? I no, correction, hindi pala yan. This is Donyong Airport. Hindi pa yan. Nasaan ba si Sawasdee? Donyong pa to. Sawasdee is somewhere there eh. Medyo malapit sa dagat. Doon, there it is. At least we have visuals of both airports. But yung alternative airport natin is saan ba yun? Pumunta ko alternative airport na saan ba yun? VTB. Saan man? Okay, transition altitude, UNH na natin, is 1015. Okay, approach checklist, briefing confirmed, become status check, seatbelts are on, minimum set to 205 feet, down to the line by reference set to 1015, checked, and the approach checklist is complete. Okay, we're almost near 10,000 feet. Reducing speed na tayo. We have maximum speed dito kasi of 220 knots. Okay, we need to reduce our speed na. So, set na natin gauge natin yung speed brakes natin. On. Meron talaga tayong turbulence dito sa Bangkok. Peter and Andy will be on my side. Brake slow lang tayo. Okay, 10,000 feet, so medyo technically medyo sterile cockpit tayo. Sir Gio, good morning, Sir Gio. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Lipad tayo ngayon dito sa Thailand. Sawasdee Cup. Sawasdee Cup. Okay, checking again our weather in Suvarnabhumi. Partly cloudy. Temperature natin is 29 degrees Celsius. Winds natin variable at 3 knots. Visibility is 9 kilometers. No precipitation reported. Units is 1015. Okay, all set. Okay, we are already at Bravo Sierra 402. We have a speed restriction here at maximum 220 knots. And altitude is between 7 to 9,000 feet. After which we'll be turning now. Okay, we are already turning towards Papa. Bangkok traffic advisory, Thai 1281 on left downwind 401 right. Lipat ulit tayo sometime sa LIR, sir. Try natin mag-land sa Innsbruck. Oo nga, sir. Gusto ko mag-land doon sa Innsbruck. Sige, sir. Try natin. Kung ano, isa ba yun sa mga challenging airports pala? Try natin. Hindi ko pa makakapag-try doon. Yung departure nga, medyo challenging na eh. Ano pa nga kayo kaya pag-ride doon? So current local time in Thailand, in Bangkok right now guys is 10:45 in the morning. That is Philippines 1 hour ahead of Bangkok. So local time natin dito ngayon in the Philippines is already 45 minutes past the hour 11 in the morning. And we're expected to land in Suvarnabhumi 55 minutes past the hour of 11 or 5 minutes before noontime. So dito tayo magla-lunch in Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, nasa 6,500 feet na tayo guys. We have an altitude restriction at 4,000. Saan ba yun sa 4,000? Ito sa waypoint Wokal. So at about 4,000. Then after Wokal, we will be turning to our base leg towards waypoint Arise. Pwede view ko lang, Irs Approach, climb 1,000 to track 015. Turning right to direct FedEx at 3,000. That's directed by the ATC. If unable to reach 3,000 FedEx, will be land in a holding pattern. Okay. So 015 tayo and 3,000 mamaya kapag nasa final. Okay, just a short recap for our flight. This is Thai 1081 live on VATSIM and we are already on our left downwind for runway 01 right at Suvarnabhumi International Airport here at Bangkok, Thailand. We are using the Airbus A350-900 flight factor with the Airbus A350 extra wide body carbon livery, and we are already on our continuing descent. We're preparing for our arrival here at Suvarnabhumi International Airport, Bangkok, and we departed Chiang Mai International Airport around 15 minutes ago. Total airtime expected is only around 1 hour, and our cruising altitude earlier was 35,000 feet, and we have 170 passengers and 2 tons of cargo on board. Okay, so sa Siberia 5713 will maybe just passing Bangkok going to his destination. Yes, he is maintaining 34,000 feet. So 1 traffic advisory, Thai 181, turning base for runway 01 right. Okay, so visibility natin expected is only 9 kilometers. Kaya nag-activate yung ito pa yung D natin, yung spot natin, yung point natin in which our approach phase will be activated on our FMC. Check natin LS. So Banabon traffic advisory, Thai 181 turning final for runway 01 right. Lupit talaga ng A350, yes sir. Pero at least hindi siya ganon kahirap ilipad sir. Kasi malapit lang siya sa A321 at A319 at A340. Yun nga lang, medyo high-tech lang siya. Hindi lang medyo, high-tech pala siya. Okay. So we are already on our final leg for our approach into Banabon. So we have already visuals on our runway. Any moment, ang approach phase will be activated. Okay, no traffic. Kung complicated lang talaga tingnan, pero madaling matutunan. Yes sir, madali talaga. Kung alam mo na talaga kung saan yung mga pipindutin, at least alam mo na kung anong hinahanap kapag
2,500.
alright, activation, approach phase activated, approach phase on, autopilot 1 engage, flaps 100. Okay, flaps 2 speed check, flaps 2 localizer checked. Landing gear down. Yung animation niya talaga dito yung down. Alright. Ground spoilers armed. Lights on. There's the runway. I can see the runway right there. Alright, flaps 3, speed check, flaps 3. And flaps 4, speed check, flaps 4. Landing checklist, cabin crew advised. Alright, advised. And auto thrust on speed, auto brakes on low, eco memo tape, landing no blue, landing checklist is complete. Alright. And in case for a misapproach guys, 015 tayo. Lagyan na natin dito 015, 2,000, 3,000 yung initial climb natin. Alright, in case of a misapproach. Okay, so this is an Irs Approach in runway 01 right, Zulu. Light slope checked. Light slope checked.
$2,000.
2 whites to red.
One thousand.
Continue.
Terrain.
Five hundred. Four hundred.
Land checked.
Terrain.
100 above. 300. Minimum 200.
Terrain.
One hundred, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40,
Clear.
30, 20, 10, 10.
Decel, spoilers, reverse green. $70 knots. Capture threaded, spoilers disarm. Okay, let's continue taxi. Live pa naman sa FedEx. Okay, dito mo tayo. We plan to rotate, let me see. Let's choose Bravo 3 na lang. Bravo 3 tayo mag-pakit. Alright, while we're taxiing, let's now turn off our weather systems. Okay. Okay, slowing down na tayo. Naman traffic advisory, Taiwan Strait 1 located deactivated by a Bravo 3. Okay. Landing lights off. Nose lights, so taxi. Run internal lights off. Strobe lights off. And ATS start. Here on the right side, here on the left side. Okay, we'll be parking at Concourse D. So we'll continue on Bravo 3, then turn left on Charlie to Tango 8. You're on the right, you're on the left. So ito yung tinatawag ng partly cloudy pero actually 9 kilometers lang yung visibility natin. Okay, after landing checklist, flaps retracted, spoilers disarmed, radar is off, predictive ventures off, down to the line, APU and master switch are currently on. Yun. So So doon tayo magpapark sa Concourse D. So we will enter, we are currently at Taxiway Golf. Then we will enter at Tango 8. Here on the right, here on the left. Concourse D. So this is Tango 8 already on my right. Here on the left side, here on the right side. So let's park there yung available na stand between those static aircrafts. That is an A380, I think. No, it is an A340. Tapos isang parang Airbus yata. Slowing down, turning off our cross lights. Hindi lang ko sure meron tayong operating jet bridge dito. Pero meron yata. Yes, meron tayong operating jet bridge, guys. Oops. Oops, premature stopping. Continue muna. Okay, parking brake set, pressure's up, alright. And APU bleed is now on, turning off engine number 1, 2. Okay, wait lang natin N1 less than 10%. There you go, turning off engine number 1. Okay, less than 10%. Turning off beacon lights, navigation lights, and let's now turn off our seatbelt signs. Okay, and let's attach our ground power. There we go, APU bleed is now off, and let's now turn off our APU. Alright guys, welcome to Suvarnabhumi International Airport. This is in Bangkok, Thailand. This is Taiwan 081 using the Airbus A350-900 carbon livery of flight factor. And the current time right now is 3 minutes past the hour of 12 in the afternoon Philippine time, or that will be 3 minutes past the hour of 11 Bangkok time. And we arrived here from Chiang Mai International Airport. We just had 1 hour of airtime and transporting 170 passengers and 4 tons of cargo. Right now we will be disconnecting on VATSIM and we will be reviewing our landing before ending this flight. Let's go. So medyo inaano natin yung volume na natin dito. Alright guys, this is our Irs Approach in runway 01 right in Suvarnabhumi International Airport. It was recorded to be that we had a hard landing daw. Pero tingnan natin kung gaano ka-hard yung landing natin. There you go. So let's check what was that shake. Okay, flare. Okay, hard landing, negative 304 FPMs. Okay. Okay, that was a hard landing, pero okay naman. Okay, let's try to rewind again. Let's take a look on our left wing view. Ito lang hindi ko gusto sa flight factor, merong pumapalakpak even though harden yung landing. Alright, this is our left wing view. Yun. Yun, there goes our reversers. And one last look of our touchdown before we end the stream. Let's take a look on our tower view. Maganda ba yung tower view natin? Hopefully meron. Okay, that's the tower view. Boom. So medyo foggy guys kasi 9 kilometers expected natin no visibility. Yun. So right guys, thank you for watching this stream. This is our flight for this morning. Well, after na nandito sa Philippines. Sir Yudiman, thank you for watching. So this is the Airbus A350-900, the flight factor with the Airbus extra wide body carbon livery. But our call sign for this flight is Taiwan 081. We were live on VATSIM. And we departed Chiang Mai International Airport, that is VTCC, around 1 hour ago. And we did have a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet and cruising time of 1 hour. And we just arrived here at Bangkok Suvarnabhumi International Airport, runway 01 right by the Norta 3 Delta arrival, SID touchdown here at Bangkok. And we transported 170 passengers on board, and we have 2 tons of cargo. Okay guys, if you like the stream, for those who will be reviewing this stream at this point of time, you can catch me on MD in the Sky and Twitch, and Sky Medic on Facebook and YouTube. And if you like this stream, don't forget to hit that like or follow button below in order for you to get notified on our next stream. Hope to see you again on our next stream guys. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe and be happy. Have a prosperous new year. We are already on the 5th day of the year 2022, and this is your virtual captain from the Philippines, Captain John, member of Airway Philippines Alliance. And right now we will be signing off. Thanks for watching guys. This is your captain speaking, now signing off. Bye guys. Boom.